Hey there. So, I figured some people, including myself, don't really like to read through very long emails. But the information that I gave you in your introductory email is really important to help you get you grounded. And I like to take what I learned from the Beachbody program and relate it in a way that is real, down to earth, and relatable to what you're up to. So I made this video to kind of do the cliff notes of the email in case you don't want to read through it. So I will be checking the email just to make sure that I hit every point. But first of all, I want to welcome you and congratulate you on taking this journey with me. This journey is for you, but you are never alone. You always have me and the rest of the Beachbody community to support you in getting to your goals, because it's not going to be easy, but what you've chosen is definitely, for me, what is a more convenient way of getting fit, getting healthy, and maintaining a lot of energy and feeling really good about how you feel inside and out. So, first of all, what I wanted to tell you is that when you start this journey, you need to have a vision or a goal that you're working toward. Like, why does it matter if you exercise and eat well and take your vitamins and all that shit? So the question that I always ask people is, what are you striving for? Like, why is it so important that you get to be healthy? For me, I am a very active woman. I have a lot of dreams and goals and aspirations. I'm looking to be a mother one day, and I have a lot of stuff on my plate that I need energy for. And I also feel my best when I'm fully engaged in some sort of active, regiment. And I also feel great when my muscles look amazing and I fit really well in my jeans. But overall, at the end of the day, I've seen too many people in my family pass away from not taking care of their health. And there's so many other things out there that I have to worry about. The last thing that I should have to worry about is my health. So my goal is to feel energized, to feel confident and amazing, and be able to be that vivacious woman that inspires others to do what they want to do. So that's my goal. And with that goal, what I'm looking to do with my program is to just stay really fit. I'm not counting numbers on the scale. I personally just like to look and feel toned and have a lot of energy. So you have to kind of decide what that is for you. Some people will say, well, I want to fit into my jeans. And I said this in the email, but I said, that's great, because we all do. Look nice in our jeans. That's like one of the top reasons why most people want to work out. But then you have to ask yourself an even deeper question. Why do you want to look good in your jeans? And if you ask yourself that question, it's like, well, I want to look good in my jeans so I can feel beautiful, sexy, confident, fill in the blank. And that's great, but why? I know, you're like, shut up already, who cares? Well, actually, if you do care about it and you really delve deep into the why about why you're doing this, it's going to get you out of bed to do these workouts. It's going to have you be uncomfortable to get used to a new way of eating and a new regimen, because you're looking at that top goal and it's striving you to go forward. So why might we want to feel sexy and confident? Because, maybe there's something that we want to accomplish in the world. Maybe we have children and, we want to show them that there's a way to live life healthy so that they, make sure that they take care of themselves. Sometimes it's not even about us. It's about a bigger thing than us. So figure out what that is for you, because if you do, you will have something that is like, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, but this is what I want and this is what I'm going for. So figure out what that is for you and make sure that you either write it somewhere or you have it at the top of your mind every time you get up in the morning and you decide what your day is going to look like and how you're going to fit in your clean eating, your exercise, and your Shakeology. So number 2, I want you guys to be 100% committed to going all the way through. I noticed that when I first started doing this program, there was kind of a feeling to do it my own way. This program is designed for a reason, in a certain way, to give you the best results. If you want to do it your own way, that's fine, but do it the way they designed it first, and then you can modify how you think you can switch it around. But there is a very distinct reason why they give you the containers, why they ask you to eat 5 times a day rather than 3 times a day, and also why you take your Shakeology, use it as a real meal replacement, and use it as a source to give yourself all of your nutrients and vitamins. If you do the things that they suggest that you do, the 21-day fix is, a 21-day program. There's an exercise every day, and they're in an order. If you open the booklet and read, there is an order to them so that your body can gain strength in different parts, your upper body, your lower body, your total body, your abs, and give other parts of your body time to rest. So again, like I said, you know you, but my request of you is to get the best results, do the program as it's designed. And if you need any support or help or questions, or you're getting stuck or it's getting uncomfortable, reach out to me. We do have a little community on Facebook, which I'm going to add you to keep yourself going and all that kind of stuff. So, sorry, I'm checking my notes. So, number 3, keep track of your results. So just don't go into it blindly and be like, I'm just going to do this and see what happens. You want to gauge how well you're doing and where you can make adjustments. So for example, before you even start your program, it's vitally important for you to measure yourself, measure your waist, measure your hips, measure your chest, measure each arm and leg, and just write those numbers down someplace so that you know where you started. And as uncomfortable as it may be, take a picture of yourself. I know, it's like, you don't have to show it to anybody yet. But if you take a picture of yourself in like a sports bra or just, your shorts or whatever, and you can kind of just see where you're at. This is important, and I'll tell you why. Because when I did my 21-day fix program, I had amazing results. But I looked at the scale and it didn't really look that much different because my fat turns to muscle and it weighs exactly the same. But when I looked at my picture of before and after, what a huge difference. And you guys saw it in the email. My body looked so much different just from the 21 days. Also, my inches went down by 1. So you can't always gauge by the scale. Your body fat does something different than your overall body weight. So just make sure that you gauge where you started from so that as you go through the program, you can gauge your success. And don't always look at the scale. The scale is not the best. Usually the scale starts making a difference about 3 months into a constant regimen of exercise. So don't judge yourself by the scale yet. And then, what else did I want to tell you? Sorry, just checking in. So keeping track of your results is also about, yes. So here's the big thing about the eating 5 times a day. And I've either done it really well or I've kind of messed it up. And I can tell the difference. So eating 5 times a day is so important because even if you ate healthy 3 times a day or 2 times a day, you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not eating as much, so therefore I'm not taking in as many calories of that formula that I figured out on like what I'm supposed to do. So even if I do less containers, I'm good. Not true. The reason why you lose weight when you do the 5 times a day, you're doing a meal, a snack, a meal, a snack, a meal, and you replace one of those with the Shakeology, is because your body is literally like getting energy all the time. So it's using what you're putting in the body to burn energy, and when it does that, it gets rid of all the excess fat that it doesn't need. Now, if you only eat 2 or 3 times a day, it's not getting it all the time, so it's going to store some of its fat for later because it knows that it's going to need it all the time and it needs an extra storage space to put it. So you got to trick your body into thinking that it's always going to get its energy and it doesn't need that extra fat. So the only way that that's going to happen is if you're constantly eating small meals. So your snacks could be apples, it could be fruit, it could be a little small thing of yogurt, it could be a thing of carrots, whatever. Just make sure that every 2 to 3 hours you are ingesting something that's healthy, and there's all these great suggestions inside the booklet that you get. So keep track of your results. I even included a little spreadsheet for you so that you can go into Google Docs, download it, and you can actually gauge how many containers you had each day. That way you can look and say, oh my gosh, I didn't eat hardly any vegetables yesterday. That's very interesting. Or I ate over my carb intake and, that's not what's in the plan. So now I need to adjust that. So it's a way for you to be really conscious of what you're up to, not just doing it blindly. Number 4, hold on one second. So do your workouts as they're meant to be done. But if you feel strained, you can modify them. Now, in the 21-day fix, there is Kat on the side, and she has modified versions of each exercise because the exercises are pretty intense when you first get started. And I want to acknowledge you for just going for them. Just go for it as best as you possibly can. And if in a moment you're like, I can't do this, switch to what Kat is doing, but don't stop. Do not stop in the middle of your exercise. You gotta keep your body moving. It's the only way you're gonna get your results. So my request of you is for these 21 days or whatever program you're on, that you stay committed to going 100%. Modify if you need to, and be willing to be a little uncomfortable, because it's the only way you're going to get your results. And honestly, anything that we've ever wanted in life that's a tough goal, if we haven't, been asked to or needed to get uncomfortable, it's not worth, the amazingness of getting the result. So you are going to have to probably struggle and be challenged a little bit, and that's okay. But if you keep to it and you just keep moving your body through the exercises, complete everything as they're meant to be done, you're going to get your best results. If you stop or you skip a day or whatever, it happens, but adjust yourself and, try to do better the next day. Because in all honesty, if you do stop or you break in the middle of an exercise, you're not going to get the full result. So lastly, number 5, you're surrounded by support. And this is another thing about Beachbody, aside from the convenience of being able to do it at home and, not going on a super uber crazy, ridiculous diet, you do have support around you all the time. We do have challenge groups on Facebook. I don't run them myself. I run them with my upline coach, Kelly, or her upline coach, or we're kind of like a team. And so what we do is we create these groups every month, a new challenge every month. And we put you in those groups so that you can hold yourself accountable. You get a problem, you have a question, you can post it on the page and you can get these answers. But it's also a way to keep yourself going. So if you say, hey, today I finished my upper body fix and I'm ready to go to work and I'm awesome because I fit it into my schedule and I didn't think I could. And everyone's going to cheer you on, because it is not easy to put this into, a new regime, but you can do it. And you are totally supported. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always text me, call me, email me, danielleondrek@gmail.com, or just ask questions in the group. I'll introduce you to my best friend, Kelly, who got me into this in the first place. She's like a freaking firecracker, and she makes me look shameful with how dedicated she is to changing people's lives. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to ground you in this little video so that you feel comfortable and know that you're supported, and this is going to be an amazing journey for you, and you will love it. And you're going to be a little bit like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this, but at the end, you're going to love it, and I'm so excited to see your results. So thank you so much for taking the time to read through or watch this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a beautiful, wonderful day.